So I got taken advantage of early on by a client in my handyman business, and I learned a very valuable lesson, and I want to share that with you today. That lesson is be careful what you say, and do what you say what you mean. It's very simple, but when I first started out, I kind of got myself into a little bit of a pickle quite a few times with not really choosing my words correctly. Hey friends, welcome to day 4 of my 100-day video challenge here. Super excited to have you here. This is also day 4 of having our general manager. If you guys have been following along, September 1st, we moved up one of our employees up to general manager, so that kind of moves me up to CEO. So my main role in the business is marketing, finances, and company culture. So I've been working on that, and also another huge part of this kind of transition is it allows me to focus more on my coaching business. So I have a coaching business where I help handymen every day, either starting up or growing their business, and I really have a lot more time to focus on that, which is pretty cool. But today I want to share with you guys a little story. I've been kind of reminiscing on when I first started up my business back in 2017, and today's story is from that time era. Basically, a time when I got taken advantage of, or, client, it's kind of give or take, right? Because I kind of had it coming. Basically, what happened is I was very wishy-washy with my price. So when I first started out back in 2017, it is now, let's see here, the date is September 7th, 2023. So this is a few years ago. I kind of just chose a number out of thin air. I chose, I'll charge 50 bucks an hour, because back in my old job, I was, making X amount. So I'm like, 50 bucks an hour is way more, so that's great. Let's do it, and I will kill it. I'll make all this money, and it will be fantastic, right? At least that's how it should work. But no. Okay, so I was out on this job. I think this was my first or second week in the handyman business full-time. Went full-time January 1st, 2017. And a client called me out, and they wanted me to clean their gutters and also fix a few things around their gutter, downspouts, things like that. So I had told them, after looking at the job, I'm like, I could do the job for $100. Right? And then she's like, well, do you charge by the hour or by the job? And I said, well, by the job, but $50 an hour. Like that came out of my mouth. But so rule number 1, do not say how much you charge per hour. Charge by the job, and that's it, right? Leave it there. So, but by and large, we agreed that I would do this job for $100. I'm doing this job, I get done with it, everything looks great, walking her around, and she's like, okay, well, this is a little bit after, I finish everything. Okay, what's the total? What do I owe you? She said, I said, that'll be $100, right? That's what we agreed on. She's like, well, you've only been here for an hour and 45 minutes. And I'm like, instantly, I'm like, I know exactly where she's going, because I did say $50 an hour, right? So, and that kind of got I'm like, crap, I guess you got me, So I told her, I'm like, just write me a check for whatever you think, I was kind of frustrated at that point, but she ended up writing me a check for I don't even remember what it was, but $75 or $80 or whatever it ended up coming out to, probably $75, but it was I'm like, it is what it is, But I learned a valuable lesson that day, and I want to impart that onto you guys, is when you're first starting out, do not charge by the hour, charge by the job, okay? Because if you charge by the hour, you are basically, as you get quicker in things, you're getting paid less for your knowledge. And really what you want to do in this business is get paid for the knowledge that you have, right? So if you go out and you say you're charging by the hour, and you've been in this business for a long time where you can do a ceiling fan in 30 minutes, but you're charging $50 an hour. Some handyman that just started out is going to charge $50 an hour by the hour, and it's going to take him an hour and a half to do that. All right, guys, this is real life stuff. In the middle of shooting this video, this is day-by-day stuff. I'm shooting these videos the same day that I'm posting them. So it is September 7th, 2023. You're going to see this video on September 7th, 2023. My microphone literally just died. So I had to switch microphones, and so that's kind of the cause of interruption here. So I apologize for that. But back to the story. Okay, you're charging $50 an hour, right? And it takes you, 30 minutes to do that job. Some other handyman's gonna come along and he's gonna do that same job for $50 an hour, but it's gonna take him an hour and a half to do that job. You guys are both doing the same job. You are more efficient at the job, but he's getting paid more for that job. So it's a mindset. Really, in this business, you wanna get paid for the knowledge that you have. So he's getting paid more for the same job. It's taking him longer. You learned out how to do it more efficiently and better, and you're getting paid less, right? That is the main premise of not charging per hour, or not charging by the hour, but charging by the job. That's why it's very, very, very important to charge by the job. A book on this pricing I would highly recommend is the Handyman Pricing Handbook. I would highly recommend it. It helps people get their pricing in line to know exactly how much you need to make for the services that you offer so that you actually make a profit at the end of the day. A lot of people confuse being busy with being profitable. I know I was in that place when I first started out. I was charging that 50 bucks an hour, and I quickly found out that I was busy, but I was not profitable. I was not making any money because the expenses that are involved in actually running a business are way more than the expenses that it took when you were an employee at whatever job you worked at prior to this. But this is day 4 of my 100-day challenge. Tomorrow will be day 5. I hope that you guys will engage in that as well. Drop me a comment in the comment section below. I would love to hear your thoughts or opinions on anything that I've said here. Also, like this video and subscribe to this channel. We would love to have you a part of the Handyman Journey. Also, check out the Handyman Journey Mastermind group on Facebook. Fantastic community, over 11,000 people on there that are interested in helping you become better as a handyman. Also, you can book a phone call with me. I would love to chat with you over at handymanjourney.com. We got a free ebook over there for you, but you can also set up a phone